Tony D and Little Jones finally calmed down. She's at least in the room. And this is a screenwriter's rant on Outbreak, starring Billy Burke as a sheriff or a sheriff's deputy who's sort of lost his gumption and gets caught up in an outbreak of the zombie virus. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 17, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. You know me, I love a good zombie flick, and this one looks okay. You know, Billy Burke. I've seen him in stuff before. He looks good in this. He's the right age. He's got big reactions to, this is a zombie that climbs up backwards on a pole and then jumps down on him. He's trying to tell everybody about the zombies and kind of nobody believes him. I think his wife, though, gets infected at the end because she's in the back seat here, and that's her, right? I think that's her. So I think he fails to save the wife. I hope that's not the climax of the movie, though. Directed by Jeff Wolfe. Yeah, the writer here. Screenplay by Lance Ostner and Jeff Wolfe. Interesting. The screenplay got a much higher credit. It's right after the actors. So Billy Burke, and I don't recognize any of the other guys. It looks like it'll be pretty serviceable. I don't see when it's coming out. Probably go direct to streaming. Here he uses a gas pump to light a zombie on fire, and his cigarette. And here a guy pops up kind of out of the ground. So I like the makeup. So it looks to be typical zombie movie, except it's like kind of on a mountain in the Midwest, and here it's in a house, and the zombies are coming in the house. They're just coming right through the door. So he tries to rescue this woman he sees he thinks she's drowning in the lake, and then it turns out she's a zombie. So a lot of zombies going on. I'm not sure how the infection happens. They kind of gloss over that. He's got plenty of guns because he's a former sheriff's deputy. I think he quits. I think the beginning of the movie he quits. So first act, Billy Burke, I think, has lost his will to be a law enforcement officer and feels that he has to quit. And at the same time, he's dealing with his son, I think, or his wife's son, has left. Possibly never to come back again. Possibly because of something nefarious. I don't know. But she's not dealing with it well. Here's another zombie. Oh, that's a cool one. And that's a cool shot, too. They got a lot of cool shots in this movie. But they're having problems. So now he's no longer on the force, and they're trying to rebuild their lives, and things aren't going great. And then he runs into a zombie, and then more zombies come, and then some sort of outbreak happens. He's trying to warn people, but either nobody believes him, or by the time he calls, they're already being attacked. And then, so the only way out for them is to drive through town. So they have to drive. That's part of the story. Like, I don't know, they're out in the mountains, and like the only road out of the mountains is through town for some reason. So they have to drive through town, and as they're driving through town, I'm sure more stupid stuff happens to them. And then, what's the climax? I think his wife definitely gets infected. It's possible this is a movie where they cure the infection. Possibly. Or if it ends like a classic a zombie B movie ends with everybody dying. So like maybe he spends the entire movie trying to save his wife. Even as a zombie, he's got her like seat belted into the back seat of the truck or whatever. And he finally gets to a place where he thinks there'll be a cure, but then it's just full of zombies, and he's out of gas, and he's got nowhere to go, and all the zombies are just screaming at him. Maybe something like that. Which would be a cool ending, but wouldn't be much of a franchise if it ends that way. So I doubt it, but I would see it. I'd see just about any movie with zombies in it. I'd at least give it a chance, because I do like zombies. A state park ranger and his wife, grappling with the disappearance of their teenage son, face a mysterious outbreak that threatens not only their relationship — who cares about the relationship at this point? But in the end, their grip on reality. So maybe it's not. Oh, that throws a wrench into it. So maybe it's not a. Maybe it's not a zombie thing. Here are people praising Billy Burke and the thing. Let's see what the negative people say. Guy says, "Don't watch this movie. It's not good." That seems like a very generic comment. Is it already out? I've seen this movie, but I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but it all takes place in his head. Well, you just spoiled it, you a-hole. I was just going to suggest that, too. Yeah, I could imagine it all takes place in his head. That the outbreak really happens to him, and so his wife, seatbelted into the back truck screaming as a zombie, is really her screaming at him, "Stop, stop," and he's just shooting everybody. Then eventually they kill him, only to reveal that everybody's still alive, and the outbreak was only in his imagination. So I could see that. But now that guy, that rando on YouTube, kind of ruined it. I was going to speculate that, but there you have it. So, Outbreak. I'd still watch it anyway. But that is kind of pulling the rug out from the audience, that it was completely fake and it was all in his head. Unless you put in the clues. So at the end of the movie you go, oh, like The Sixth Sense. Like The Sixth Sense gets away with it because, you if you go back and look at it, it's not as clever as you think, but you can imagine it's that clever when you get to the end of that movie, right? It feels like, oh yeah, nobody ever addressed Bruce Willis directly and stuff like that. But really, yeah, I don't think it works. But all right, Outbreak. Sorry about the spoilers. It wasn't mine. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. You're not going to see it anyway. Who are you kidding? What's coming up? Well, first, thanks to all who came out to the Atlantic County Historical Society tonight for the authors event. That was fun. So Thursday, I'll be at White Horse Winery 5 to 6 for my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Hope to see you there. There's wine. We'll see you tomorrow.